tale.
Basically, yeah. It basically is. Just keep flipping and rotating Grimmy right. It's a complete package. I'll play until Blizzard shuts it down. See, that's the best part is I have the original Diablo 2 still on my computer, so if they shut this down, I still have that. I also still have the CD as well if I need to like ever reinstall it. It is beautiful, by the way. Back when they actually used to print on the CDs and make them pretty, I love that shit. Come here, mate.
Ah, the golden bird of Kuile. Thank you, my friend. Busy yourself while I experiment with the ashes within it. Then return and see what I've made for you.
I won't trade with you just yet. I like him. I really do. I think he's great. Alright, let's go back out to where I sort of was. What was that? I got flipped. Continues rolling around Viking tail fast. I think Viking's like currently trapped being tickled and somebody's forgotten to stop tickling him. I think it was Shadow. Shadow meant you need to stop tickling Viking. Like let the fucking wolf breathe. What's it? Me, I told it to do it. What? Lol. A Joystone Burger. Is there actually a place called Joystone Burger? Hold on. Grabs hind legs and pulls tickles more. It tries to sneak away. Viking, you'll never sneak away. And no reprieves. Lol. The other thing too is I like the fact that because like I clear out like entire maps and stuff like that, right? I take my time to like go and explore and fill in the entire map, but it allows me to actually kill a lot of enemies, which kind of helps me kind of keep up with the level that I should need. It doesn't help, but if I get to an area and if I'm ever at like a spot where like I have to re-clear something the next stream to be able to go down somewhere else or to get to a portal or something like that, right? Whatever. The best part is like it's just extra XP and I love that about Diablo 2. I say this all the time. I fucking love the fact that I can go through this area and I can clear it completely of enemies. And after it is clear of enemies, there are no more enemies. If I need to run back down here, if I die for any reason, I have to come back down here. I can run through without any gear and I don't have to worry about it. It's fantastic, you know. Whereas Diablo 4, every single time you accidentally click on anything and go down I don't know, what are they, cellars? Go down the cellars and shit. Yeah, it suddenly gotta, you know, wipe out everything in the vicinity again. And that's fine for like, you know, your WoW kind of gameplay, but it makes it feel very grindy for Diablo. I know a lot of people feel like the this whole like clearing out and wiping out all the creatures that over and over again is a bit grindy as well, but I personally don't feel that, so I enjoy this. I love like all the different fucking names. I love the fact that they're kind of just the same thing, but they have different names depending on where they are. They get different colors and like, yeah, all sorts of things. Like, I don't know, different difficulties give you like red spiders versus like whatever the default spider is. They're normally like, where are those little ones? They were on the ground. There was some that were like down around there. Yeah, so like that's what the default ones look like. So yeah, they go red and shit. I love that. I would love to pick the brains of whoever in Blizzard decided that you are just running around exploring shit are able to like randomly step on things. I'm talking about like, you know, when you're like just running through the desert and the next minute you accidentally just squish a scorpion. Like, what the fuck was like the thought process there? I would love to know, because I find it personally hilarious that that is even a thing in this game. But it is. And I don't even know if there's anything else. Does anybody else know of a game that allows you to do that? Just like off the top of your heads? Because I don't know of another one. I also don't have like the hugest laundry list of like games and shit, but you know, like that I can think of. I can't think of another one that lets you do it. It's just such a weird little feature sort of thing, you know. kill everything. What? Almost everything. You never know what you'll find. That's another thing too, is like the later Diablos and stuff like that, they had like the loot goblins and stuff. That kind of like gave you incentive to go and explore, which I actually didn't mind the fact that they did that. I don't want that in Diablo 2, but what I'm saying is that I think it was a good idea to incentivize people taking the time to not just go the fastest route between things. I like the fact that it like slowed people down and made them like look around, find more of the world, which, you know, somebody took the time to fucking make all this, design it all, make it like so you don't accidentally get stuck in a wall or some shit, right? So yeah, getting to like look around. There's so many times where I'll just get lost like sightseeing in certain areas because like I like them too much. Like some of them are too pretty, you know. Yeah, Dungeon Siege did that, did they? Dungeon Siege sounds like one of the older games. Is that also kind of around that like 10, 20 years old kind of age group? I sort of feel like it's an old one. Either that or I just kind of have heard of it from somebody that's played like a lot of older stuff maybe. I do need mana. I always need mana. I also, for the life of me, need health. Pun intended. Terrible pun. I need to go talk to somebody about life right now. Jesus. That was getting close. I could talk to Kane in a minute, you know. What was that? What Dungeon Siege is that? The first one is... But the first Dungeon Siege is older, is it? Alright. Like Diablo 2 but older. Kind of figured as much. Usually if I know of a game, it's either really old or it's obnoxiously popular and I am sick of hearing about it. The two defaults that you get with me is there's no happy in between where it's like, yeah, no, I just happen to like casually know a bunch of games. I'm gonna put his eye in here, should be fine.
Khalim's eye. Only it can reveal the true path to Mephisto. Place the eye in the Herodric cube along with Khalim's other relics. The heart, the brain, and the flail.
I always forget that this area has... Whoop, wrong button. I forget that it has the flail. I don't know if there's anything I have to bring back to him. Or not. There are 3 or 4 at this point, I think. Oh, yeah.
From the ashes of Guile, I have mixed for you a potion.
So I always like take a lot longer to actually come back and remember that he has shit for me. Which is kind of funny because I always kind of had the belief that it just took a really long time to get that potion. Because I was just like, I forgot. Okay, I forgot that he had it. And I'm like, I'd look at a quest later, I'd be like, oh, that's right, I gotta go talk to that guy. And of course, like, young me would run around this place and be like, where the fuck is this guy? Like, I can't find him. I need a town portal. Like, oh, fucking... Like, you look at this and it doesn't say who's who. I think it does if you hold down a specific button or you're near them or something. I feel like it maybe did. I just don't know what the button is. But yeah. Like, I would run around, I'd be like, where is this guy? And I'd always end up, like, down here, over here, and I'd get lost over here, and yeah. It was a whole ordeal just to, like, find shit. What is this thing? A potion of life. I do want to drink that. It gives me 20 plus a lot. And honestly, that can only help. Might be a setting somewhere. I feel like it probably is. Like, Diablo 2 Resurrected has a lot of kind of... It has a lot of extra settings and stuff that allows you to, like, do you want to play it looking more along the lines of your stuff, like with Diablo 3 where shit just automatically picks up and stuff, or do you want to, you know, pick up your own coins and stuff like that, or do you want it to have legacy graphics all the time, or do you want to be able to change with it and stuff? And I like the fact that it gives you that feature because there'll be people out there that are like, okay, I can only play with like this certain level of graphics or something, but there'll be people that are like me that are wanting to be able to pick up coin whenever they can because it's satisfying and fun. Let's put that over there. She just like ran straight in there. I wouldn't go in there personally. standing somewhere, continues rolling around wagging tail fast. Or biking. It gets a bit of rest from tickles. It's a really good thing. Like, Viking was like dancing around last night during like art stream and shit, so he's probably tired to begin with. Also, the funny thing is, so it took me till Nightmare in Resurrected for me to, whoop, my Valkyrie's gone, for me to notice that there was like hidden rooms and all sorts of shit. It was so fascinating. It's just like, I'm pretty sure like maybe my brother found them when I was younger, but I just didn't. So there's going to be like heaps of passages I'm probably not even going to know exist. And somebody out there in the world will be just absolutely screaming at their monitor like, it's right next to you, you ran past it. But yeah, if I don't come across it myself, it technically doesn't exist, does it? No, of course it exists. It's just, I didn't find it. Oh man, that's a fun fact. I used to love Diablo 3. Oh, I need help. In the early stages, used to find magical effect, find magical items plus 5%. They removed it. I used to have a full set of gear giving me bonuses for better loot. Oh shit, my health. Fucking hell. Wrong button. I used to do similar things. So when I ran around with... Is that the next way down? Or are they just buried? They're just buried, aren't they? There's one here. I'll just wait till it comes back out. So, I used to do the same kind of thing, because as far as I was concerned, if I was going to run around non-stop trying to... what are they? It wasn't seasonal, it was like Nephilim rifts and stuff, right? I used to figure if I was going to go in and out of those all the time, I was going to get enough, like, coin and stuff to set up, like, my other characters and stuff, since 3 had shared inventory and stuff. I have to go back to buy shit. And one of the few times where, holy crap. No, don't kill me in town. Oh no.
Hello.
Oh my god. It's like fucking 7 days all over again. Jesus. For anybody that missed it, Monday I gave the public release of fucking 1.0 7 Days to Die a go. And it's a lot harder than I remember. And I ended up basically like dancing around a fucking tabletop trying to kill a zombie that was like raging at me all night because I had no stamina to be able to hit it anymore. Instead, I ended up having to shoot it with a bow, and I'm not good with a bow. Which is ironic because I play a bow and everything else. So yeah, that was wild. Okay.
Never forget that your ultimate purpose here in Kurast is to destroy Mephisto. The ancient Horodrim imprisoned the Lord of Hatred inside the...
Whoop! No! I was trying to get a drink! Which one was that? It's not the cube. Maybe gossip? I doubt it's gossip. I accidentally clicked.
Ashira
Yeah.
seems like a very tough woman. I'd be careful around her if I were you.
Fuck! I missed it.
I've not set foot in glorious Kurast for many years, but I never would have imagined it could be so corrupted. Certainly this must be Mephisto's work. You'd best get going, my friend. Diablo and Baal are still out there, and you must find them.
Oh man. Well, I guess we don't get to listen to a specific one unless he's got that in here. Is this the specific dialogue that we lost? Because I clicked the thing. And I play the song.
Never forget that
Yes.
your ultimate purpose here in Kurast is to destroy Mephisto. The ancient Horodrim imprisoned the Lord of Hatred inside the Guardian Tower that is located within the temple city of Travancore. Know this, friend. The only way to gain entry to Mephisto's prison is to destroy the artifact known as the Compelling Orb. Mephisto used this device to control the Zakarum priests and their followers. The orb can only be destroyed with an ancient flail imbued with the spirit of the one incorruptible priest. Soon after his imprisonment, Mephisto worked his evil corruption on the Zakarum priesthood. All were turned to his dark ways, save one, Kalim, the K. Hagen of the High Council. Mephisto directed the other council priests to slay and dismember Khalim, and then scatter his remains across the kingdom. The priest Sankakur succeeded Khalim as Khagan, eventually becoming the embodiment of Mephisto here on the mortal plane. The corrupted High Council fashioned an orb to control the rest of the Zakarum faithful, and used their powers to hide the lair of their master from mortals. Your task is to collect the scattered relics of Khalim, his heart, his brain, and his eye. Then, using the Horodric Cube, transmute Khalim's flail with his relics. Once this is accomplished, you must destroy the compelling orb with Khalim's will to open the way into the corrupt sanctum of Mephisto.
Crap, that's a conversation, I'm glad I found it. Also, Grim, leave my fucking horse alone, man. Stop licking that thing. I'm clean. I think inventory was clear. We should be right to go back in. Alright, so back up here. And what is my... basically just layer dungeon, but there's another one in here I'll find as I get around. If I recall right, there was supposed to be a second entrance into this area, but it's fine. Dreamlabs is actually telling me an ad's gonna happen. Holy shit. Holy shit. It has not been doing that, which means it's updated, and that's why it's lagging out. Alright, good to know. Glad I know why that's doing that now. Alright, so I missed some shit. Was magic builds a big thing in D2 as well? They are. I used to have a lot of like little gear, like gloves and shoes and stuff like that, like early game, that allowed me to find like magical items and increase gold and stuff like that, and it used to really help and stuff. But I have noticed that I do not currently have any of those specifically things on, but I'm also not getting as many magical items in general, and I was wondering about that because like I wasn't seeing sets either. I have one set piece and I've found one other, and I started to think that maybe they weren't going to happen. I also see that Vikings finally got a reprieve from all the tickling, and they sound wagging tail, panting, snuggling your plush. No, you rest up, Viking, if you need to, because that was borderline torture. That was ages. Is that poison? Yeah, the poison did last quite a long time. It was quite a bit of a surprise to me because I know that I was talking about this last area about my charms and stuff, but I need to have like poison resistance in this area. But I can't run around with like an inventory full of charms all the time because I am still picking up everything. Also, I wish you would stop like charging off and starting a fight. Like, we are going that way, but she needs to settle the fuck down a little bit. So it can, however, bring you to 0 in PvP. Oh yeah, poison will only bring you to 1 health. Honestly, I don't want to risk that, and I don't even think I knew that. It was like the other day when I got down to like 1 health, and that's where we stopped at. And I was like, I was shocked that like I returned and I had like 1 health and stuff. That's probably why. I just didn't really know.
I can't carry anymore.
I don't know if I can carry. I sort of can, maybe. Get creative later, maybe. That was so damn close. It was really, really close. It was a near... oh shit, that was a near death before poison and shit. I have to really remember to use my decoy, because she's really the only thing that's keeping me alive getting through here. Her and my Valkyrie get killed so easily. Die, mate. Thing, never let myself die from poison and D2, so never checked. I don't know if I have either from poison. Like, I feel like if I died from poison, it would have been because I would have been already under attack or something, you know? Oh, is that wearing tail? Happily snuggling. Wolf plush painting. No.
I can't carry anymore.
I can actually carry that if I put that into my... There we go. Go back with that. Oh, that was hilarious. My Streamlabs just caught up with everything that just was being said, and Grimm's licking emote just went power wash mode on that horse. That was hilarious. I wish you could have fucking seen it. I just looked over and it was just like, it's literally that JoJo meme of like the fucking cherry thing. That it was exactly that, except the horse was a replacement for the cherry. That was bad. Let me put one of those in there. Is it, you know, is there a reason like the Long Wise that all the high demons like Mephisto could at most be imprisoned and you just come, you're expected to just kill them? Wait, let me read that again. Hold on. You know, is there a reason like Lore-wise, there we go, that all these high demons Mephisto could be at most be imprisoned, but you just come and you're expecting to kill them? No. As far as I could tell from playing through normal, I think the idea is that I am in a time loop to begin with. Because when I start in the rogue encampment, but it's exactly the same as when the difficulty gets harder and stuff like that. So I'm guessing that there was a world where they existed, and then we kind of like put them into stone so there weren't that many demons outside, and then after that we started this kind of thing. But I think I've had explained once that it's Diablo 1 feeds into Diablo 2, so the stuff that happened in Diablo 1 is apparently supposed to matter in Diablo 2. So it's a bit of that, but I don't remember a lot of Diablo 1 because I was quite young. I just remember like what I could do in Diablo 1 for the most part. I guess I'll probably start wagging happily snugly wolf bush panting. Oh, Miles wagging happily. I'll give you some pats so I can try to be careful, because you're probably like really sore now. I count plays a huge factor as well. Yeah, I don't know. I used to mostly play Diablo 1, Diablo 2 with my brother and dad. Diablo 3 was probably more so like most of my co-workers. Really played with a lot of my co-workers. Later I played it with like my partner and some co-workers and stuff.
Good day.
Yeah, I also played Diablo 3 with like randoms online and stuff. Because occasionally we'd get into like a public area and whatnot, and I didn't really care too much. Usually a lot of the time if somebody was jumping in the game, they're usually overpowered. It's kind of like the old Battle.net days where somebody overpowered just wants to like run through and like experience the game again kind of thing. So that was always nice. But yeah, I don't know. I played the shit out of Diablo 3. It was just not really my kind of thing. Like, if you compare it to Diablo 2, every other Diablo is not really my thing. Although I still do have like a bit of soft spot for Diablo 1. Just because like I liked the whole like going down into catacombs, and you have like the monk and I think there was monk and rogue and something else. I remember all the ones from Diablo 1. I have no fucking clue what age I would have been for that. But I know it was young enough that I wasn't paying attention to facts in games, you know? It didn't really matter back then, kind of thing. I know the one on my fucking... What? The one on my fucking god. What is the one? I missed something. Funny thing is that GIF is the one thing I accidentally sent. Oh, yeah, no, the JoJo thing. Yeah, no, I remember you said that you accidentally sent it to a girl. That was hilarious. I accidentally sent it to a girl that later became a girlfriend, so I owe getting a girl to that GIF, kinda. All I can say is she had expectations, Shadow. She had expectations based on that GIF. I don't know. God damn. I'm trying to like, oh that's right, I cast electricity when somebody hits me. I'm already a sorcerer and rogue. I guess I must have played sorcerer and rogue. Yeah, I played rogue, obviously. And I played sorcerer. I don't remember playing warrior. Like, it would have been there, but I just don't think I played it, maybe. So I get this bit here. Missing something. Oh, man. A gift, yeah. I always find that, like, Kurast, Act 3 is always such a fucking maze. Like, I'm trying to, like, map it out and keep an eye on where I'm going and stuff, and I'm like, it's a mess. It's, like, all the tree line and stuff. I don't think I'm supposed to be in here yet. Maybe. I'll go up and around the other side, and I'll get that little bit there. One druid and necromancer. Are we talking about Diablo 1 or are we talking about Diablo 2 still? Because I think we were talking about Diablo 1 at first, right? I just... What the... Oh my god. Guys, it's so cool. I love the sound that it made too. Because I remember it used to do that. I haven't really noticed it. Well, no, back up. Oh man. So, the poison is so heavy too. It's pain. The poison is problematic. I love all their names and shit. For me, the thing in Kurast that's a problem for me is the fact that the characters run around really, really fucking fast, which make it like next to impossible for me to hit some of them with, you know, arrows at a distance, unless I can like time it that I could tell sort of where they're going. But if they change direction at any point, like obviously I can't hit them.
I can't carry anymore.
I can't see where my Ike is. But the other thing too is that yeah, there's poison. There's also like a labyrinth kind of situation with the map. Like I just get turned around really easily with it, so it makes it difficult for me. Let's see if I can move some of these in here.
Impossible.
True, but if I move these over, I can maybe pick up like one more thing. There we go. The warrior, dark wanderer, sorcerer, the summoner, and the rogue, the blood raven. Yeah. Yeah, true. Yeah. No, back up. Tells us waking force to see suddenly wolf flush. I'm gonna have to go back. There's no way I can carry that shit. I see it does a big job here. Oh, that's just because I like fire. Because I always go down fire first. And I think I did. I'm pretty sure I think I like fucked around with magic and then ice or something like that. But yeah, I normally just go straight down all the fire. Well, who doesn't like fire? I think majority of us here actually don't mind fire because like I regularly make jokes about how the Fire Nation, like whenever I'm like sick or something like that, I'm recalling like a story, I'm like, and then the Fire Nation invaded. And it's just like, what? It's one of those things where if you weren't paying attention, you are now kind of thing. But yeah, it's always kind of like, I don't know. I think a lot of us have watched like Avatar and or just like Fire Nation stuff. I don't know, fire in general. I want to keep the rejuvenation potion. I might be able to mix those now. Oh man. I'm like slightly on like the sleepy situation. Like I feel like I'm like just mostly just worn out. Not like worn out as in OG I need to stop or some shit like that, but just like I feel like my body's just like I need a nap. I'm just gonna like remove the blanket that I've got. Maybe that'll help. Because I got the situation with the door again with the like door's shut. There really should be a cat like shrekking in through this door like any moment, but there hasn't been a cat like trying to get in. The other night, oh my god, which night was it? It was like Rimworld or something. There was one night this week where I was like, oh man, it's really weird that like none of the cats have come to visit me all night. And I got up after stream and I moved the little like, it's like a face washer or something I had on the ground to kind of like just kind of door stopper it kind of thing to stop it from like shutting completely or being like fully opened. And yeah, turns out the cats weren't actually strong enough to open the door. That's why they weren't in here the other day. So yeah, that was they had to rely on Nick's warmth and Nick's warmth alone, which, to be fair, he's pretty warm, so I'm sure they were fine. They're casually rocking, was it 1.3 cold? What? I might have missed something there. Casually, wait, am I? Hold on. Where's my I button? Nah, not on me. Maybe back in the maybe back in town. We did have one point where my what do you call it, my stash was full, and I ended up running around with like excess money on me. That was a thing for a bit. It does happen pretty often, actually. But yeah, eventually I just go and like have some fun gambling with whichever trader does it in the area. So I think the other way was, I don't remember what that way was, but I'm gonna go up this way a little bit. Sinmore, that sounds, fuck, hell, deadly. It's deadly. I was gonna say, I'm like, that sounds so cool, and then it's like, no, it's just pure death. Fucking Sinmore. There we go. So being a loot goblin pays off in Diablo 2, I see. Being a loot goblin in Diablo 2, one caters for if you're trying to keep your helper alive, and she dies all the time like mine does because she's not really supposed to be where we are. So I end up buying her a lot, and she's at like